supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired.
A bombshell FBI informant file containing a $10 million bribery allegation against President Biden and his son was released Thursday. Mykola Zlochevsky, the owner of a natural gas company, Burisma Holdings, told the FBI informant in 2016 while meeting at a coffee shop in Vienna that it cost $5 million to pay one Biden and $5 million to another Biden, according to a redacted FD 1023 form. Zlochevsky allegedly claimed to have 17 recordings of conversations with the Bidens, 2 of which involved Joe, as well as many text messages and documents that are understood to be financial records of payments to the Bidens.
Here's the timeline. So first, just for those who are living their lives and hopefully not reading the 1023 over the week. Like, people have things to do. But here's a little bit of what was in this form, which we were never supposed to see. And now it's been released for all of us to look at with a few minor redactions. Okay, again, this is a bombshell FBI informant file describing a $10 million bribery allegation against then Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter. The man's now president of the United States, for those of you playing at home. A Ukrainian oligarch claiming he was coerced into making the payoff. These oligarchs over in Ukraine, basically that's how they get rich. They pay they run these big companies and they pay off government officials to leave them alone. This guy, his name is Mykola Zlochevsky. He owns Burisma, the infamous company that was paying Hunter something like $85,000 a month to sit on its board, even though he had no expertise in gas or oil. It was basically just his connection to his old man. And now we find out why it was so important, why that was so valuable. It wasn't a just in case, according to this form, if it's true, they actually needed it and they used it, the connection. So Mykola Zlochevsky tells according to the informant, he had a meeting with the informant in 2016 at a coffee shop in Vienna, Austria. And he told that informant it cost $5 million to pay one Biden, $5 million to the other. Zlochevsky made the comment that although Hunter Biden was stupid and that Zlochevsky's dog was smarter, Zlochevsky needed to keep Hunter Biden on Burisma's board so everything will be okay. That's a quote. The source asked whether Hunter or Joe told Zlochevsky that he should retain the younger Biden on the board. Like, whose idea was it? Our source is asking. And Zlochevsky allegedly replied, they both did. So that's Zlochevsky, the president, the owner of Burisma, saying Joe Biden himself told him, put my son on your board. This goes back to the conversation I had a week and a half ago with Miranda Devine, who for the first time helped me see this is not Hunter Biden lining his own pockets and maybe getting 10% for the big guy. This was a Joe Biden operation. The more you listen to Miranda and read her reporting and all of her sources, this is Joe Biden pulling the strings. Joe Biden was trying to line his pockets, according to these allegations, and Hunter was going along for the ride. He was using Hunter, her reporting shows. Again, unconfirmed at this point because nobody else will investigate, but we're on our way, thanks to House oversight. They both did, he said. The federal informant, who is described as a Ukrainian American who's been a trusted, highly credible FBI source for over a decade, described 4 conversations with Zlochevsky, beginning in Kiev in late 2015 or early 16, continuing through a 2019 phone call, all while Joe Biden was vice president, all during the relevant time frame. He said each of his conversations with Zlochevsky, our informant with the president of Burisma, occurred in the presence of another man named Ostapenko. That guy Ostapenko introduced the informant to Zlochevsky. That's how he met through them, or he introduced them, and he works in some office for now President Zelensky. Zlochevsky, the Burisma owner, allegedly claimed that he has an insurance policy on all of this. He wasn't dumb. He kept recordings of the conversations with the Bidens, 17 of them, in fact, 2 of which he claims to the informant involved Joe Biden, as well as many text messages and 2 documents. And he says these are financial records of payments. According to Zlochevsky, again, the Burisma owner, the recordings and other evidence showed that he was coerced into paying the Bidens to ensure that this prosecutor over in Ukraine was fired. That's what Burisma wanted. Burisma was allegedly corrupt. This prosecutor was investigating Burisma. They wanted the guy fired.
I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.